Da 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 da. Whatever. Anyway, we're Americans, so we don't need to be dealing with that. So I'm not going to come over here and speak in a splendiferous attitude and have this wonderfully condescending accent to all you Americans. Now, today we're going to be talking about the British Sten gun. Now, as I said, there was an interesting story about this, so I'm not going to be able to give you an approximate price, but I can tell you that the cycle on this is very nice. It definitely feels more realistic, and it comes with mid-caps. That being said, I know why you guys are here, so let's jump right into the gun. Simply by pressing it in and locking her into place, she goes as well as possible. Now, a lot of people said that holding it like so is a bad idea. Now, holding it onto the main mag itself is a horrible idea. It will cause some feeding problems, possibly. That being said, even with the polymer mid-caps that I have in these, I have had no feeding problems because this thing is snugly fit in there. As you can tell, if I hold the gun still, there's almost no movement in the magazine itself. So I would recommend placing the index finger around the slide for the storage slash safety thing that I explained earlier and placing it there. And you can also release the mag a lot faster. That being said, it's a lot of better grip, especially considering if you're running around and you hit a wall with the mag itself, it could snap it or it could hurt the gun itself. That being said, I would do it like this because at least if you hit something, it's with your forearm, and this Cobra style aiming style really helps with accuracy. Or you could just hold it back here on the hump. Either way, it works out very well because your elbow will be protecting it and at least making some sort of measurement so you know that you won't be hitting a wall. Now, the gun shoots very comfortably, and the cycle is not too bad. It's not fast and it's not slow, and it's right in the middle, so it's good for ammo conservation. The gun is fairly accurate considering. Of course, close range, she does well, and it's got a very distinctive sound. So I'm going to show you guys that it is, of course, a non-blowback. So as you can tell, the gun fires, fairly quickly. Not too slowly, but it does its job. I really like it, and it really fares well. And of course, it being all metal, it does well against weather. That being said, I'm going to move you guys over and put you over there by the brick, which is, of course, I'd say about 35 feet out. Now, okay, so as you can see, there's our famous, infamous brick. We step back towards the door where I always do and fire. Now, if you were able to see that, it actually hit quite quickly and in great succession. Those pellets were right behind each other. Not one of those missed at all. The control for this gun is very nice. Despite its short barrel, that engagement distance is super accurate and super impressive. Now, if you look at our handy-dandy pole over yonder, if you can hear it, I'll aim at it. Now, granted, the barrel is slightly shorter, so no promises. Wow. Wow. Very, very wow. Now, I was looking down that sight, and I can tell you this much. Almost all of those pellets hit that pole, and they flew in such a straight line. There is a slight breeze going on, so they are just about a foot away from the pole. So I had to adjust slightly. That being said, she is so accurate, actually. That's about 55 feet from that door over there to the post itself. And I can say I have zero complaint about the gun itself. It shot quite far. I had no problems controlling it, and if I needed to adjust, I adjusted without any problem at all. So I definitely would recommend this to you World War II reenactors, or just somebody who wants to mix it up. I mean, for goodness sakes, the market's saturated with M4s and AK-47s and all those kind of things, and Scar H's. I mean, that's just a pretty M4 as far as I'm concerned. That being said, this is definitely a steal. The price is pretty decent considering, and it's got a good weight to it, but it's definitely not something you need to baby. It is, oh my goodness, I just can't believe it. Today, even with the wind blowing about this way, roughly, the pellets flew so straight. I mean, that's not easy to do for any kind of gun at all, and I can tell you that this gun is super accurate. So let's see if we can't empty out this mid-cap. A lot of people say, well, it should be empty by now anywho, but it holds about 50 rounds, which isn't too bad. That being said, okay. And my friends, this gun is empty. As I said, to store the gun, you simply pull up on this tab, and she's locked away. Looks kind of like an MP40, but as a safety, you cannot load this gun. See, the bumper has to touch perfectly flush. You cannot fire this gun at all, or any pellets. Well, it does look kind of cool this way. I wish they would have made it to look like this. It's actually refreshing.